questions. And I would like to start with you, Mr. Birch, and get your ideas on something that we see on this committee, and I see even more so, I think, on the Intelligence Committee, and that is the tremendous amount of animosity towards Christians that there is around the world. Most Americans don't understand what a minority we are as Christians in other parts of the world. And there's a lot of pushback against Christians and just discrimination and outright violence, some of which we've seen recently in Syria. Your thoughts on that and how we can engage the church, the Catholic Church, more in the pushback on this prejudice against Christians?
Thank you, Mr. Chairman, and thank you for your question. It's an honor, again, to be with you this morning, and I understand from your staff you, too, are a practicing Catholic, and so I'm grateful to be here with you. The question you ask is very important because the Holy See and the United States actually share a deep concern for the persecution of religious minorities, and particularly Christians around the world. This is occurring, as you point out, not just in isolated places, but in many regions. Most especially and acutely in the Middle East, where since the 1970s, the Christian population has decreased by 75%, primarily through immigration, but also through religious persecution. The Holy Father, Pope Francis, has referred to this as a form of genocide. This, of course, is not just limited to the Middle East. There are parts of Africa, certainly Latin America, places like Nicaragua where the church is jailing and persecuting priests and bishops. The Holy See is an extremely important partner in addressing this. It is one of the chief areas that I believe we have real commonality. The Holy See, of course, has nunciatures and relationships with over 180 countries around the world, and it has relationships that the United States relies upon to address this very question. And should I be confirmed, I look forward to working with the Holy See on this and addressing the issue that you just raised.
Well, I appreciate that. And again, like I say, most Americans really don't have a good feel for how difficult it is for a Christian in a lot of parts of the world. Thank you for acknowledging my Catholic faith. The gentleman on your right acknowledged his LDS faith, and about 26% of Idaho is LDS. Indeed, till the last election, I was the only non-LDS member of our congressional delegation. And I think probably the relationship between the LDS Church and the Catholic Church is really demonstrative of the relationship that all religions have in America. There's no place in the world where there are more religions practiced than here in the United States of America, and done so nonviolently and side by side with great respect for each side. Indeed, whenever we judge a country, particularly we've had this experience with Syria right now, that what we're looking for is religious tolerance. That will tell you something and a lot about that country and how successful it's going to be in human rights, democracy, and everything else. So thank you for that, and I hope you'll work at it. Mr. Judd, right now, I think, again, most people aren't fully aware of the fact of how aggressive the Chinese are as far as their infiltration of our southern neighbors. And you're going to be dealing with one of the places where they're making great efforts in Chile. And I wonder if you could give us your thoughts on that, how you're going to deal with that.
Thank you, Chairman. I appreciate that question. I look forward to taking the time to answer that question fully. I've never had the opportunity to meet you, but as a new Idahoan, it's a beautiful state. The people there are some of the nicest that I've ever encountered. So it's great to be in the state that you are the leader of. Senator, one of my biggest concerns is what we're currently seeing from China as it pertains to South America. China sees South America as a soft landing spot. They recognize and they understand that the United States doesn't have the same type of infrastructure in South America as what we do in, say, Europe or the Indo-Pacific. They recognize that they can, because of this, they can try to exert their influence in South America. One thing that I love about Chile is that they are one of the strongest democracies in that region. They recognize and understand that it's important to strengthen their citizens' civil rights. President Boric should be commended for calling out his partners in the region for their civil rights abuses in Venezuela and Nicaragua. We can work with the Chilean people. We can strengthen those ties with the Chilean government because we have an awful lot more to offer Chile than what China does. We have a lot better economic ties than what China does. We have more direct foreign direct investment in Chile than what China does. We partner with Chile in Antarctica. We partner with Chile in astronomy and astrophysics. We partner with Chile in developing investment opportunities for U.S. businesses. And as we continue to strengthen those ties, we will see the partnership with Chile and the United States continue to grow. I look forward to, if confirmed, as President Trump's nominee to working with Chile to strengthen those relationships with the United States and the Chilean government.
Well, thanks much. Well said, and I think those observations are good. What I find in dealing with these other countries, as aggressive as China is, they still want to deal with us. They recognize us as being what we are, democratic and strong believer in human rights, and countries appreciate that and know that our rule of law is what part of the glue that holds us together. So, Ms. McGraw, I'm going to turn you over to Senator Shaheen, who is going to have some questions for you, I'm sure, in that region.